Today we're going to look at classifying a polynomial by the number of terms and by the degree. But before we get to classifying our polynomials, let's talk about what a polynomial is. So underneath our definition box here, I've got a couple ideas to help you distinguish what a polynomial is. And basically we are going to have an expression that can have any combination of constants. You can have variables, even exponents that make up your polynomial. And we have a couple examples down below that we'll take a look at. There are a few, I call them kind of no-nos. Right here we have a few things that cannot be included in our polynomial. So one thing, you can't have a negative exponent. Notice we also have on the list we can't have fractions as part of our exponents. And the last thing on the list, we're not going to be dividing by any variables in our polynomials. Now once we know what a polynomial is, there's also different ways to organize or write your polynomials, and that's where we're going to look at our ascending order versus descending order. And both have their place and usefulness, but the biggest thing right here, our standard form, will be in descending order. So most common, you'll see your polynomials written in that descending order. But it is useful, it is helpful to practice both, so we're going to take a look at those two ideas right below. Now in ascending order, we are going to look at rearranging the terms so the exponents are getting larger. Okay, so we basically are going to start with smaller exponents and we're going to work our way up to the bigger exponents. So when I look at my three terms, I'm going to find the smallest exponent, and I'm looking at the variable piece. So the first term, 3x, would have an exponent of 1. The middle term doesn't even have a variable, so that's actually a great starting point. That's kind of the smallest piece. And then our last term has an exponent of 2 because it's an x squared. So I'm going to start with that smallest piece, the 1. That's going to be my first term. And then I'm going to bring in the 3x because it's got the exponent of 1. And then finally the 2x squared. So our variables with the exponents, we're going from none to 1 up to 2. So that's your ascending order. Now the opposite of that, the descending order. So we are going to work our way down and basically start with the bigger exponents and go to the smallest exponents here. So when I look at, we've got 4 terms this time. So I'm looking at the biggest term, or the biggest exponent, and I think that's the x to the third. So I'm going to start with that full term, the 7x to the third, and work my way down. It looks like x squared. Now it is a negative x squared, so bring that entire term so the sign comes with it. Let's see, a 2x looks to be the next piece, and finally the 64. And the 64 is the smallest because it doesn't even have a variable with an exponent. So there's your difference between the ascending and the descending order. So let's try a practice problem below. The first practice problem has a polynomial of 5 plus x squared minus 7x. So they're asking for standard form, which means I want to use my descending order. So I'm going to start with the biggest exponent, and I'm going to take that whole term, so that's my x squared, and I'm going to work my way down. So I think the next one would be a minus 7x, and finally plus 5. So notice when I'm looking at those exponents, again, we've got the squared, that's the highest number, we're working our way down to an x to the first, and then the 5 doesn't even have an exponent. So now they're asking about the number of terms. So there were 3 pieces or 3 terms that we rearranged, and they want me to classify. So we need to go back up to this box here. We haven't talked about classifying yet, but the number of terms, we can assign a fancy name. Basically a monomial would just have one term. A binomial has 2 terms and a trinomial has 3 terms. Anything more than that, it doesn't really get a fancy name. We just go with a generic polynomial for anything that's more than 3 terms. But this example has exactly 3 terms, so for classification I'm going to call it a trinomial. And there you have it. There's our first example. We've got one more here. If you want to pause the video and try example 2, now's a great time to do that. Alright, so standard form on number 2, I'm going to do descending order. So descending order would be 2a to the third minus 8. So it actually was already in our standard form. Now those 2 pieces, I'm going to call those 2 different terms. So the plus or minus will separate. So 2 terms, and then classification, I'm going to look up top. 2 terms, we call that a binomial. So hopefully now after watching this video you know a little bit more about what makes up a polynomial, and more importantly then how to classify by your number of terms.